How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. After having played for a majority of the past 2 months without LeBron, the Lakers will likely be getting him back on the court on Saturday. And although the Lakers have managed to grind out a few tough wins lately, LeBron is truly the key to their ability to make a deep playoff run. In this video, we'll discuss what the return of LeBron James really means to the Lakers and how we can unlock this team's full potential going into the playoffs. As we all know by now, if you take LeBron off any team, they will obviously get much worse. Any team that has LeBron on it will be built around him and designed to win with him as the primary ball handler on the court. So for a Laker team that has been without him for a majority of the past 2 months, to have gone 13-15 without him in the lineup does deserve a lot of recognition, especially when you consider that a lot of those games were also played without Anthony Davis and Dennis Schroeder too. It's actually pretty incredible that they've been able to win games against teams like Denver, Phoenix, and the New York Knicks without even having a true point guard available to play. This may very well be the deepest team that LeBron has ever played for. However, again, the team is built entirely around him and Anthony Davis. Without them, and LeBron in particular, as he is the primary ball handler and playmaker for them, they will not truly go anywhere. LeBron makes the game a lot easier for everyone on their team, all the way from Anthony Davis down to a role player like Ben McLemore. His ability to always draw the attention of the defense allows other players to get open for easy opportunities. His ability to do that has been something they have been heavily lacking without either one of him or Dennis Schroeder on the court. And because of that, it has made it very difficult on Anthony Davis to transition back into playing at the high level that he was playing at before he got hurt. It has also delayed the ability of the Lakers to develop chemistry on offense and more, and that really should not come as that big of a surprise to anyone. If you remove LeBron from a team that relies heavily on him for offense, then they are bound to struggle mightily at times without him. But with the return of a hopefully healthy LeBron that has the ability to change, and to change very quickly, even though there are only 2 regular season games remaining, the Lakers will not need a large amount of time to rebuild chemistry on offense. Like I mentioned before, their offense relies heavily on LeBron, so just having him back on the floor allows them to run a lot more sets on offense and to really open up their playbook a bit more. And for a team that is a bottom 10 offense without him, I don't think there is any doubt that it won't nearly immediately improve with him back on the floor if he is fully healthy. The Lakers literally are finding ways to win right now, with Talen Horton-Tucker playing a majority of the minutes for them at point guard, and he is basically a rookie and not even a point guard. If you're going to try and tell me that their offense won't immediately improve when LeBron comes back, I'm going to have to tell you that you are probably wrong. Sure, it will take a little bit of time to build chemistry again, especially when you consider they added a couple of new players in Andre Drummond and Ben McLemore since LeBron was last on the court healthy, but the core of their team is not much different than last year. It is not like he's being added to a completely new team or anything. LeBron and AD are the 2 focal points of their offense, and they definitely both already know how to play with one another. Everyone else is basically a role player on offense for them, so it should not take a huge amount of time for them to get comfortable on the court with LeBron again. Even if you do want to point out that LeBron has not played with Ben McLemore or Andre Drummond very much, I really don't see where the problem would be there. Neither McLemore's or Drummond's role will change much with LeBron back on the court. If anything, McLemore will be required to do even less moving without the ball in order to get open with LeBron on the court, and will likely get even more wide open shot attempts. And for Drummond, he will still get his limited amount of touches in the post and just be relied on as a rebounder and player to dump it off to in the dunker's position near the rim. It won't be an issue of him and LeBron needing to build a ton of chemistry together, as he won't be involved in many of their plays. If you have a choice of running a pick and roll with LeBron and AD, or LeBron and Drummond, I think it's pretty clear which duo you're going to choose. Again, Drummond will still get occasional touches in the post and a pick and roll here and there, but it won't require a ton of chemistry building apart from what he's already been doing. And Drummond has actually been easing into his role quite well in their past couple of games. Like I mentioned before, he's learning to be in the right spot at the right time with the Lakers. He seemingly is getting more rebounds every game and is learning how to capitalize off of the defense focusing too heavily on Anthony Davis. So when LeBron comes back, theoretically it should only make it even easier on Drummond to be forgotten about by the defense and to get open even more easily than he was before. The main reason that they brought in Drummond, in my opinion, was not only to play time at center with Anthony Davis at power forward, but to play with LeBron. LeBron prefers to play with a center that can be used as a lob threat and one that will get offensive rebounds. While Marc Gasol is great for spacing the floor, he is not a lob threat or an interior force anymore, and oftentimes you could tell that the style of play between LeBron and Marc Gasol could be conflicting at times. They both are best used to make plays for other players, and if you're going to choose between Marc Gasol or LeBron to make a play, you're going to pick LeBron every time. While Marc can still be helpful on the court with LeBron, again, their style of play can be conflicting. But with Drummond at center, he does not need the ball in his hands much to provide offense, which works really well with LeBron on the court. LeBron is great at finding big men down low in the dunker's position after drawing the attention of the defense. Drummond takes up a lot of room and is a very easy target to find for a great playmaker like LeBron. And while Anthony Davis can be used in this type of way too, he prefers not to play that kind of physical style for prolonged periods. That is why a player like Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, or now with Andre Drummond is truly valuable to this Laker team. But that value can only fully be shown when sharing the court with LeBron. Other than maybe Caldwell Pope or Ben McLemore, I think Andre Drummond will be the biggest beneficiary of LeBron returning to the court. LeBron's ability to draw the attention of the defense will make Andre Drummond's job even easier. The defense will often forget about him when sharing the court with LeBron and AD, which will allow him to get in position for easy points by way of offensive rebounds or from dump-off passes from LeBron at the rim. Lastly, the importance of LeBron to their rotation cannot be undervalued. They have had trouble finding rotations that regularly work while being without LeBron, but when LeBron is in the game, he makes it a lot easier for nearly any rotation to work around him. It is not nearly as difficult to find 4 other players to work well with LeBron as it is to find 4 other players to work well with Talen Horton-Tucker or Alex Caruso when they are playing at point guard. LeBron being a point forward allows them to fill out a lineup around him in many different ways. You can go small with LeBron on the court or go big. It does not matter when he is their primary ball handler. As long as you surround him with a couple of other shooters, you can fill the rest out nearly any way you want. That is something they have not had without him on the court. His impact really goes beyond what many people tend to consider that the Lakers are without when he is not on the court for them. In conclusion, the way the Lakers have played without LeBron has been much better than expected, but we all know that their offense and team as a whole is built in large part around him. He is the engine that makes them go and truly the key to making their style of play work. Give them a couple of games together and you'll likely see the championship contender that they are beginning to come together again. But what do you guys think? In what areas do you think LeBron will positively impact the most upon his return? And which players do you believe will benefit the most from his return too? Let me know by commenting down below and we can talk about it there. That will do it for this video though. Thank you to everyone who took the time to watch until the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please remember to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And turn on notifications to get notified right away when I drop a new video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.